What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cherokee Hacks Life. So this video is again my Wendler 5-3-1 program, and in this one it's strictly just my squats. Now what I did was, unlike other Wendler programs that other folks have put out, is I condensed everything and put it all into one video to show the progress that I'm making, and again, most importantly, to kind of show and give you guys some tips and hints of what I've learned from Wendler 5-3-1. Again, one of the biggest tips that I've learned, and something that will save you a lot of time, is go in with a proper game plan. What I mean by that is know exactly how much weight you're putting on the bar before you actually start lifting, before you even go in the gym. It'll make your day a lot smoother. It'll make your actual workouts a lot better, and you'll be able to just go in there, attack the workout instead of standing there and actually calculating. I actually spent way too much time actually calculating. Standing at the bar, calculating, okay, cool. But then you have to break down, all right, so this weight I can actually put onto the bar. So if I break it down and I round up, round down, take off 5 pounds, it was a mess. So go in there with a proper game plan on how exactly you're gonna set up your weights properly. And also in my case, make sure you record and hit the record button. In one of the cycles, cycle 2, I didn't actually hit the record button. I only caught it on the last session, and I wound up actually going back and doing my last 1 rep, so at least I have something that I recorded. In any instance, let's go right into the videos, show you guys exactly how the program is actually set up. Again, it's very similar to the chest workout that I posted up earlier, and I think you guys will enjoy this. So first and foremost, the one thing I will tell you is learn the dump. So what I mean by that is, when you're actually squatting and you're figuring out what your max weight is, you need to at some point figure out your max. You're gonna have to probably dump the weight. What I mean by that is, you don't want that shit crashing down on you. One mistake that I wound up making is when I was squatting, I had that breaker bar way too low, and it should have been a lot higher. And when I failed on the actual squat, I wound up coming forward and letting the weight come forward instead of just letting it roll off my back and go straight down and just crash down on the bar. Now, of course, you need math for Wendler 5-3-1. So with the Wendler program, it's 75% first set, second set 80%, third set 85%, and the numbers basically break down like this. On my 75%, my max is only 270. Yes, I know it's a little weak, but that's why we're doing Wendler, right? Breakdown is 208, so everything you actually have to round down. Obviously, I can't put 229 pounds on the bar, so I rounded down to 225, but ultimately it actually works out just fine. So here, started out very light, 205, and again, you want to make sure you warm up. My warm-ups before were basically just using the bar, and I think I threw on, went up to like 135 just to kind of get a nice warm-up. And then this one was 205 on my first cycle. The second one here is 215. I know I need to work on it. What I actually start working on is a little bit more on my footing. My problem with going all the way down, I had mentioned this in a previous video, is I have a very bad torn meniscus, and the last thing, and this is partially mental I think at this point, the last thing I want is for my meniscus to lock up if I go past 90. That's why you see me doing kind of like a box squat on this one. This is 225, and again, I know on some of these I'm kind of half repping. I know that it's something I'm working on. It's part of the reason that I actually record myself so I can actually see it, because when you're actually doing it, you really don't notice it. That's why I started doing the box squat, so I can actually start feeling the actual bench below me. And more importantly, again, because of the meniscus, it's more of a mental thing, I think at this point, than it is a pain management thing. But of course, more math, guys. So let's break down the math here again. Very simple. Again, my max is 270. You're looking at doing 80%, 85%, and 90% of what your maxes are. Then for me, it breaks down to 215, 225, and 245 on the actual reps. this instance, this is what I mentioned earlier on in the video. I messed up a little bit. I didn't record my first 3 sets, so I wound up just going back in and doing it again. And if you notice, even on my second cycle, took away the box, or took away the bench, that way I can squat a little bit lower, and it's actually feeling a little bit better as well. So let's dive into the third cycle, which I did end up recording. And again, we need some math, boys and girls. This one, I went a little bit heavier than I should have in terms of what the actual program actually called for, but it felt good doing it. So what I wound up doing here is, again, this is 75, 85, and 95% of my max. This is how the math all breaks down. 205, 225, and then the 95% is at 255. So on the squat here, this is 205. Again, I got rid of the bar. This is actually, again, this is my third cycle. So not that I got rid of the bar, I got rid of the bench in terms of box squatting itself. And you see I'm actually getting a little bit lower. Again, I think it's a confidence thing, and I do feel that I'm actually getting stronger. It's the weirdest thing with the Wendler program. You would think to get stronger, you would need to go heavier, but this shit seems to work, man. 225 here. Again, what I do, if you notice with my footing, I do heels out and then toes out. I picked that up from Brandon Campbell. It seems to work very, very well for me. I like it. You never really know where exactly to put your feet or how wide to put your feet or whatever, so this really feels very comfortable. This is my 1 rep for 255. It felt really good, so I did it twice. And then 255 felt really good, so I did 265. I said, fuck it. Let's throw on some extra weight on that shit. So I did 1 rep on 265. My max again is 270. Probably shouldn't have done it according to the Wendler program, but you know what? It felt really good. In fact, hell, I think I did 2. Yep, I wound up doing 2 at 265. Felt really good doing that. And I actually like the progress again that I'm making with the Wendler program. I really do see that I'm getting stronger. And I'm actually going to do a review, probably in another video, more definitely in another video, on an app that is helping me track my workouts a little bit better. A lot of times you see people writing stuff down on paper, and that doesn't seem very consistent for me. At least, hell, we're in a digital age now, people. I barely use a pen. In any case, guys, hopefully you guys liked the video. Definitely like, subscribe, check out the other video on my chest workout if you haven't already, and I'll definitely have a deadlift Wendler 531 program as well. As always, guys, catch you on the next video. Talk to you later.